Hey folks, it's Frithgar here, how you doing? Welcome back to Farming Simulator 22 here in Gelderland. Well, ish, 220,000-ish. So that one there is 212,000 and this one is 25,000 almost. So I'll do the repair, yep, and then I'll do the repaint. So 3,000 onto there, should be about 27.5. 27,700, so it's about 300 extra just by doing that. Yep. Okay, so you do get a tiny little bit extra. 23,000 would put that up to 35, and it goes to 38. Do that one. That goes up a little bit further still, and then we sell this one. Job done. I now have 250,000. Excellent. Right, and you are parked in a ditch for no apparent reason. Quite sure what your logic is here. I need to come and get that seed. That is something that I need to do. That is now on my to-do list, to come and collect that bit. So I'm going to bring you around like this. And I suspect I'm going to need to drive up that way a little bit, and then let's have the hired help. Let's see if the hired help can get all the way down to the end of the field without screwing this up. Right, he stopped right there. Just got there and said he's completed his task. I don't quite know why. Because there's still fertilizer going on to the field right here. But this bit here, he's decided that it's all finished and he's not going to do any more. So I'm going to have to do this bit manually for whatever reason. It might be because of how we've increased the size of the field or something like that. I don't really know. It's not finished though. We need to just run all the way down to the end and then it'll be finished. And I don't think there's very much else that I need to do this month. So we can pack everything up and then we can head on home. I got to come out to the field and I got to get those pallets of seed. I can't leave those behind. We're going to need to take them with us. There's a little bit more that I want to get over here. And I'll run back to the yard and I'll empty this beastie out. That and... Okay, so we've got like a narrower ditch right there. But I'm going to run this one back over here and I'm going to empty it out. So we've got a whole load of fertilizer lined up down here. That will be for whichever machine it is that I end up buying and using as our replacement. But we're not going to need to worry about fertilizer for quite a while. So we can leave it there. Okay, why are you putting it all the way over there? That's a bit ridiculous. And jump out of you, and then I want to go into the shop, and we go to the leased equipment, crop protection right there, and return that one. Done. Okay. Now, the problem of the seed in the field is easily solved with this tractor and trailer. I can go and pull up alongside it and load it into this trailer. At least that's what I think I can do. Should be able to. And then once I've done that, some other seed as well, and I'll put all of the seed into the silo and then we can load it from there at some point, I think. So let's... No, it's not going to let me do that. What about if I pick it up and hold it over the trailer? There. Get it just the right angle, it does actually tip into the trailer. And I'll do the same here. There. Right, I now have 1,200 litres of seed in this trailer. It's not very much, considering this trailer can hold 1.5 million. So there's another little bit of seed over here that I want to do something similar with. And then I'm going to put this somewhere a little better. I don't know where a little better is going to be. These chickens, I think we need to alter them, because the fact that we can put the... well, they need 3.6 million litres. I kind of want to be able to just go and do a harvest, get 3.6 million litres of grain, and dump it all in there at once. And then once that's done, the chickens are being fed for the whole year. It's going to make life a little bit easier for us. We could also do with increasing the... Actually, I guess we don't need to increase the total volume of pallets that they can have. I was just wondering about maybe increasing the area of space that they can put pallets, but I don't think that's actually something that we need to worry about. This over here... Oh, you are okay. Right. I thought that maybe it was going to be struggling a bit. It wasn't going to put them down, but no, it seems to be okay. It seems to be doing just fine. Yeah, let's go and empty out this seed somewhere. Where are we going to put this? So I was kind of wondering about whether or not I could tip it into that one. Can I do that? Is that even a thing? Let's see. Is this a thing? Oh, actually, yeah, but then I'm going to want another planter, aren't I? So I don't need to worry about putting it in that one. Let's not do that for now. Let's go and just tip this into multi-silo, multi-crop silo over here that we got, and we can get more seed later if we absolutely have to. But what I want to do is I want to tip this in here, tip a seed in, and then I want to get a little bit of straw out, and then we can use that for putting bedding in for the cows. While that's loading up, I'm going to skip the night. I have skippy-dooed the night, and I have 75,000 litres of straw in here, which I think is probably enough. So I will bring that over. We will reverse in, like this. And a bit of a wiggle right there. Bring that all the way in there. Like that. Overload the straw. So there's the straw taken care of, and then I want to go to... Yeah, I still need to bring that one back. I want to go to this one, and I want to tip in some food for the cows right there. And then I also want to just check on the other bit. So the cows here. Straw is now full. Slurry has been full for absolutely ages. We want to do something with slurry at some point. I'm not quite sure what or how. Milk, I've got 14,000 litres in there, and food is full, so we don't need to worry about anything with them. These here, we've got 695,000. We've got 180,000 eggs in there, which is just redonkulous. The chickens are expanding rather nicely. Quite pleased with that. And let me just have a look. So corn, we're having to wait for corn, which is why I haven't upgraded the cereal factory yet. These we're waiting on sugar, so we're going to need to be building a sugar plant, and we've got some flour and everything. These I'm going to be making cakes in here, the pancakes, pizzas, and stuff in there. You in here. Canola oil. I want to go and take some canola oil around in a bit. Cheese is at 4,000 right there. So this one here, cheese, you're distributing automatically, and I've now got this as a level 2 building. So where else are you taking... You're putting cheese in here, and you don't seem to be quite keeping up with it. This one... Oh, it's because we're also putting cheese in here, and we haven't filled the pizza one up quite yet. That's got some work to do before that one's filled up. The other... There's nowhere else that cheese has got to go. I'm going to need some potatoes to go in there, olive oil, and flour, and then we'll worry about the tomatoes after that. Ooh, actually, I think... Rather than worrying about the peppers and onions, like I've got spawn right there. Instead of spawning these now, if I go to distributing, they should automatically go straight into the one that I want. So if I go here and I also have that to distributing, they should be going straight into the potato factory now and start coming in here. And then they'll just slowly fill them up with the peppers, the tomatoes as well. Right there. Tomatoes, that's currently on spawn, so I'm going to also do that with these. Selling, distributing, right there. And they are going to go into not just this one. So we've got this one in here, takes tomatoes. And then also the pizza one, that takes another 20,000 litres of tomatoes. So we will fill all of that up. There isn't anything else that takes tomatoes. And then I've also got the strawberries. So if I go to that one, and I go here. So the strawberries are full at the moment, so I want to change output, so that's on distributing. The strawberries will go... Well, they will go into this bakery, and we will end up with 14,000 litres of strawberries in here, which we don't need, which is a little bit unfortunate, because I don't think you can block them coming in. So I've got butter that has been put in here when I was starting to distribute, and this one as well. I wanted this one to be just bread, but there's nothing... If you set to distribute, it distributes to all of them. You can't block some of them. There's nothing I can do about that. This one, no, it was strawberries are going to come into there. Well, that one's already full with strawberries. So we'll have the strawberries going into that bakery. And I don't know if there's going to come in. Oh, yeah, wait, no, there is. This one as well. And that one's already full. So what about the other cereal? This cereal right here. This cereal will have some, and so will the bakery that's not currently doing anything. So that bakery is going to end up doing more than just bread. We'll end up doing cake and bread in this bakery. But this is the one that is doing... Yes, this bakery puts out 5,000 litre pallets. I think the other bakery is not a base game one, so it won't end up putting out 5,000 litre pallets, which means that all of these products that I got in here is going to end up going to waste. Well, that's if I do want to change it around. I don't. We'll keep that one. We'll figure something out with that. And I get a €5,000 fine for going past the camera right there. Let's see if we can do this at full speed all the way. Just missed those people. I may have clipped the wings of one person there, but barely enough to even qualify as hitting them. So I'm sure absolutely fine. I see no issues. I see no problems here whatsoever. I've got a few goods in there. Basically, I'm waiting for corn now. I want to be able to get the corn, and then we can start upgrading a few extra things. So that cereal factory right there, is that a base game one? I think this is just a base game. We've got a chocolate muesli one, but I'm not sure if this is a base game factory, because if it is, I don't know why I'm not getting 5,000 litre pallets. I thought that would be a thing. So factory right there. Let's go all the way back down to the beginnings. Grain mill, spinnery. There, cereal factory. I think that it's a base game one. I think it's a base game one, but for whatever reason, it doesn't seem to want to be putting out the 5,000 litre pallets that we get from some of the other things, which is a little bit of a shame, but never mind. This one over here has got a few items coming into it. Let's speed the time up a little bit. I want to see tomatoes in there. They should suddenly jump up a bit. They did. So if I put you on like 15 times speed in there a minute, and now if we have a look, so strawberries are now distributing. Everything is distributing from here exactly as we would want. There's a couple of pallets that we've got over there that we're going to want to go and change over, but if we have a look in here now, we've got 3,000 litres there, we've got 3,000 litres there. Tomatoes are starting to increase a little bit, and we're getting more of these items. You have got that one, the strawberries. Where's the bakery? Dairy bakery right here. Yeah, see, now I got 2,000 litres of strawberries in there. So I want to go and get the lorry. There's two things. Actually, there's another thing that I want to do. So we do get some honey over here. But quite frankly, I don't think we get enough honey. Right? We've got this pallet spawner here. And it does give us a little bit. We get 2,000 litres per pallet. Which I think is great. But I'm not entirely sure that we're getting enough. I think that we need to just have a little tiny bit more honey coming in, just to make sure that we do actually have enough honey to deal with all of our demands. Now, I've got this one. I've already got one, only one item allowed per farm. That's the one that I've already got, though. It is the biggest one that we can get. So that's honey production. You've got to put bees in that one. Not quite sure what goes on with that one. This one here is 33 Langstroth hives, and that one works out the same. It's also 33 Langstroth hives. Now, we did go and put some beehives over here for these people because they really liked the beehives, and they're really pleased with what we did, and they got a few flowers here as well. So it's just everybody's a winner there. So I'm not going to put any more down there because, quite frankly, that they might not like it. They might think that we're getting a little bit excessive there. I somehow managed to plant a little bit over there with the huge planter that we were using. So what we're also going to do is we're going to put an extra beehive or two in the village just to help things out. And yes, I know there's parking spaces there, but they didn't really want them. They said so. They decided that they would rather have bees than parking spaces. So we're going to make all of their dreams come true. We're going to put a few beehives down here. This property here, they wanted a couple of beehives. So who am I to stand in the way of their dreams? I've now run out of money, though, so I can't do any more. Maybe we'll come back and we'll do... Ooh, wait, achievement unlocked. Well, you've been one busy bee, haven't you? Bringing in the honey. I don't know what the achievements are for, though. It never actually says anywhere. And it's slightly frustrating, that. Oh, the other thing is we need silage. And I don't want to buy in silage or hay or anything else. We did to start with. We did to kickstart it. But we need to be able to produce our own. That's quite an important thing to me. I do feel that we should be producing our own food, running our own farm. It should be all self-sufficient here. So let's make sure that it is. There's nothing else that we want to do today, is there? So let's have another little... Oh, wait, right. We're in June. I haven't actually checked my crops. Let's check the crops. So we've got over here, there's a field of something there. I don't even remember what we planted. That's wheat. We got wheat. We got 2 fields of canola. We got sunflowers. We got 2 fields of corn, and we've got some sugar beet. This is excellent. Right. It's not ready yet, so let's have some sleep, and we'll see what it's like in the morning. It is another fine day, but we're now on minus 14 euros. Which is not very good, because if we want money for anything, then we're going to have to change things around a little bit. So, we have got a field of wheat over here that is now ready to harvest, which is most excellent news. And, well, all of that. I was talking about, maybe using it to feed the chickens, but I'm not entirely sure that we want to do that. We've got 315,000 litres of eggs to sell. I've got cows over here. The milk is on 23,000, and they're about half full on food. So if we deal with that a minute, and then also going to... Well, the greenhouses are absolutely fine, and they've also got loads of water in there, so I don't need to worry about them. And I can actually go and buy water. Like, how much does the water cost? There, 7,000. It cost me 3 grand. I could just do that. Time is ticking by a little bit too quickly for my taste. Let's put that down to 5 times, like that. And I can buy the water in the greenhouses, I just noticed, without having to... So I'm thinking that I will eventually just be buying all of the water in the greenhouses. It's going to be a lot easier. I want to go to... Yeah, you're filling up with strawberries. You're absolutely fine. And then this one in here, we've got canola oil there. I want to take some canola oil round, chop that one up. The cheese is slowly filling up. I'm going to need probably to buy some premium potatoes. I have noticed in the time-lapse series that I have to buy premium potatoes. I know that's going to be going a little bit slower now that I'm only doing one a week, but yeah, we can't help that. Strawberry, yeah, it's sugar. We need to be able to do the whole sugar thing. So let's go and feed the animals and then do the stuff that we need to do with the animals a second. So you are going to overload right here. Like that. And then I'll shut that one off. And then I'll go to... Yeah, you stay there. You... Let's start that one and... Okay. tried to overload the water. That's the one that I bought it with. And then I'll come back here and I will overload a bit of water in there. So I want to basically try and get rid of the water that I got in here, because if I start buying the water after this, it'll make life a lot easier. Our chickens have very nearly filled up that egg thing. I'm gonna actually expand that, I think. I think we could do with having the egg thing just going out a little bit further than it does. I'm also going to want to come up here and get some... pick up the pallets that we've got in front of these greenhouses. And then once I've done that, they're all cleared out of the way. I don't need to worry about them anymore. And... yeah, that chicken house... it's going to have a couple of little tweaks done to it, I think. If I can. I've got some plans of how I would like to tweak it, but whether or not it's going to work, I'm not entirely sure. But one of the tweaks is that I do want to be able to extend it down a bit, but what I might do is... oh, actually, what I was thinking is I'd, like, extend the pallet drop area all the way down over here, but I don't think that's actually a good idea. I don't want to do that. And I got 15,000 litres of water left. I'll go over to the potato factory and try and drop that in. See how that gets on. And then... that's it, really. I should then be able to get milk. So I'll bring you in here. And I unload the water there. While that is unloading in there, it should have all the rest of the water go into there, actually. This one could do with emptying out. The butter over there could do with emptying out as well. Let's just go and check that. Have you filled up yet? You've got butter. 12,000 litres of butter in there out of 20,000. And I'm only doing that because I don't want to put it all into the pancakes. But I might as well start putting it into the pancakes. These here are 5,000 litres apiece. So I want to run this one over to the potato factory and drop it in for there. But... I am about to go and harvest a whole load more canola, so it's really not going to matter. Plus, I've also got sunflowers. Drop all of this in. Canola oil, that's all gone in there. And then I've got 643 litres of water left in this one. I think I can actually tip it out. Initiate application rate. Turn on mobile water tank. Yes, I can. You can just tip the water out if you want to. It's a little bit slow tipping it out. You're also just driving around. It doesn't do anything to the ground. It doesn't change the texture or anything, but it does at least tip it out. So I'm just going to let that... actually, let's drive it over and we'll put in the milk that we've got here. Because I'm now on 0%, I should be able to just start loading the milk. There we go, and it deletes the little bit of other stuff that we had in there. It only does that when you're on 0%, I think. It might be 1%, something like that, but it's only when it's on quite low. But there's 20,000 litres of milk, and we'll run this over to the factory over here. And another thing I wanted to do was I was going to make some alterations to this tank, just because I thought it would be a good thing to go and do, and I haven't actually got round to doing that yet, so that's still on my to-do list. I'll run you down over here like this, and start overloading the milk. Right, while you're overloading there, let's start you up, and I think I already did this, didn't I? Don't know. Wasn't that one, it was this one that I want. And I want to get the butter from here, and that butter, I want to put that in the potato one. Although there's only going to be 1,000 litres going into there. And then I've got pizza, doesn't need any. That one does, but if I put it on automatic distribution, then it will send it to this dairy as well. Not this dairy, it'll send it to this bakery as well. And that's got a space of 14,000 litres. So I think what I need to do is I need to fill this bakery up and have this bakery working. But the other bakery that I've got, which is this one, I need to get rid of this one because this is not a base game one. So I should just sacrifice these 7,000 litres of each. and not do anything else, because I can't do anything else with them. And I was gonna have this one as a cake bakery. This one in here. But if I just have it on this one, I get 5,000 litre pallets, which is what I'd prefer. It would be a lot better. So I think that's what we'll do. We get rid of this one, and then I've got room. I can put the sugar factory down there instead, which might actually be a better thing to do. So let's go. No, let's not do that. Let's go here. And yes, it is unfortunate that I'm going to lose the materials that we've got inside it, but there's nothing I can do about that. I can't get them back. I could switch things off and then run it for a couple months, but it seems a bit pointless. So 63,000 euros for selling that one. And the actual factory that I'm going to want is... I'll go for the base game one so that we can have the upgraded stuff. That's 80 grand, which I don't have right now. I will have it, but not just yet. So then what we can do is we can go in here and we can actually set all of these things to distributing. So you right there, change output to distributing like that. You will now distribute that butter out. It will go into this bakery and it will also go into the pancake production over here with the ridiculous amount of storage that it's got. We need to get maple syrup. That's still on the to-do. Still on the to-do list is what it is. And then you over here, you're full of water. We've got the canola oil in here making the vegetable fat. I got a few bits in here. I haven't actually got very much at the moment. We could do with doing a bit more in there. Right. I'm not going to worry about taking this butter anywhere. What I am going to do is I'm going to sell this butter. So I'll take that lot, and then I'll come over here, and I will get what I can from this, from the cereal. Load those up like that, and then there should be a few more just pop out there like that. Alright, that's all of the cereal that we've got, and then I'll go on round here and I'll get the... no, I'm not going to. I'm not going to worry about that. What I do want to do with this one is I'm just going to dump that lot there, and then our main... Unfortunately, folks, that is all we have got time for today. A massive thank you to everybody who has earned their way into the Great Book of Names. To find out some more details about all the names coming past, please head into the description and click on the link to the Discord. It's a link to another video. The link is on the other video. Please also consider checking out the links there for Nitrado, who provide gaming servers for games like Farming Simulator, Minecraft, Ark, and several others. And there's also Fanatical, who will help support your gaming habit by providing you with cheap games and also giving me a small commission on anything that you buy using my link. If you've enjoyed this particular video, then please head down below and give us a like. And if you really enjoyed it, then please tell your friends all about me. Get them to come and watch as well. That would be awesome. And until next time, thank you very much for watching. This is Frithgar. Goodbye, and see you later.